Hey guys, welcome to another fun and exciting iMight GT7 stream. This is the Nations Cup at Dragon Trail. One Mate Cars, which is the Volkswagen Sirocco. Sorry, I just had a brain fade there. Racing soft tyres, and I can't remember the, I think it was times 1 fuel and times 6 tyre wear. And the tyres will just make 15 laps. It's a 15 lap race for the B group. Practiced quite a bit and got a good time during the week. Just playing with the assists and also the traction control. It's front wheel drive, so looks like the tyres will wear no matter what you do. So gave it my best shot. Just let everyone get in front during qualifying so I could do a proper qualify. I think my first lap I was sitting in 5th place, and then the final lap of qualifying I got in 2nd place. Very nervous at this point, and occasionally not in the right gear. This felt slow, so dropping back to 3rd, back into 4th, just keeping an eye on the people in my mirror. I was concerned I'd just get rushed at a certain point. So I think there's 10 races in a day, and if it is 10, this is race 9. I've been at work all day, missed race 7 by minutes, sorry, race 8 by minutes, so I had to wait for race 9. So got in a bit of practice just to get my pace up, and so yeah, that's why I was very nervous. Like I said, doing a lot of practice, but not too much or no practice in someone else's slipstream. So that was something else I had to be quite careful of. I just had to go into certain areas like that just cautiously, and that was obviously quite slow. So I've just had Mad Dog get past me, which is fine, and then I've just brake a touch late. And this is why I've titled this, well, put on the thumbnail, I'm sorry Mad Dog. So I've already hit him once, and then just down here I get a bump draft from the Skidler who I said, g'day to at the beginning of the stream. I go to the inside and I just brake a touch late. I felt like he just turns in on me there a bit, but at the end of the race he calls me dirty. I've had a few rough races lately, and I don't plan on getting a reputation for being dirty. Generally speaking, I'm not. Like when he went past me, I did just let him pass me. It's just the nerves. It's the first race of the day for me, and now I'm under threat by now this guy, Prime CV, whatever his name is. I've seen him a long time ago, and I haven't seen him for a long time, and he reappears. It's good to see. It's good to see some of the old names come back up. So originally what I was going to do was have counter steer on strong. Just before this I was practicing with, well, that was close, with some traction control, considering trying to protect my tyres. And so I put the counter steer on strong, and then during qualifying I thought, hang on, I'll turn it off, to get the fastest time I can. And so the counter steer and the traction control was all about looking after the tyres. So come lap 12, 13, 14, 15, hopefully I'll be in a stronger position. So during qualifying I turned the assists off, and then I just forgot to turn them back on. And at a certain point, I think I don't know, maybe before lap 5, I decided I'd go to traction control 1. The reason why I did that was I thought better a little bit early than a bit late. So I thought I'd chuck it on early, try and preserve the tyres. But I'm doing alright. I've got a reasonable gap behind me, and I'm hanging in there, although I was feeling like I was just slowly dropping back. Some of my gearing was a bit off. Like that was alright, you know, leaving it in 5th. Try and chew some of the fuel down. Again, through practice, I'd put it up to 6th gear or keep it in 5th. And that changing of gear to 6, I felt, did slow things a bit. Not going as fast here. As soon as I get into the shadows, I should be at 207, which I was there. That one wasn't too bad. But yeah, first race of the day, I thought I'm doing okay here. Before the race started, I was thinking, don't worry about focusing on P1, just be grateful where you are. So you can see Mad Dog, the guy who I hit, he's down in 8th place, and I kind of knew he's not going to be happy with me. It's probably around here where I thought, yeah, I've got a fair gap. So it looks like someone left the room. There were 13 drivers, now there's 12. And I'm so focused on racing, I didn't really see who that was. And the Mad Dog, who's in 8th, he drops back to 9th. And then I look at the list and I see his name's not there. I thought, looks like he's quit. Still very cautious through that chicane. I think I've learnt in the past, you know, one mistake and hit the wall, you lose so much time. So just keeping an eye on the split time behind me. It looks like that time is just slowly growing, which is giving me a little bit of confidence. Plus oh, you can see I've got traction control 1 on now, or 2. I don't know which it is at the moment. I eventually do go to 2. So the gap behind me is slowly growing, and I'm preserving my tyres while I'm keeping up with these guys. So I was kind of feeling a bit good about this. I thought, you know, getting near the end, these guys might be really struggling. Get a little bit loose there, but not too bad. A little bit lucky, I think. So I'm hanging in there with the guys at the front. Jimmy 93, I think it is. It's not really getting away. So the split time behind me went from what, 2.7, it's up to 4. So definitely growing, giving me more breathing space. And then just keeping an eye on my tyres. So I've already completed 1/3 of the race, and the tyres are looking reasonable. I don't know if any of you guys have noticed, but when GT7 started, if you put a door number on your car, that just stayed. But it looks like they've now changed it now, so the door numbers now go to the number of how you're ranked within this group. So so every car I put the number 23, and the door number at the moment is number 2. And so it looks like it does change. I think at the very beginning of GT7, if you didn't put a door number on, nothing went on your car. So people could do a full livery, but it looks like now they've made that change. So if I do a livery, just quickly, if I do a livery, I put the racing details on first, so the door number will go on first, and then the artwork will go around that. I think it's disappointing when you see people's liveries, and it might have Pertec, and the door number is over half of it. It just doesn't look right. So the main person in this race who I know is Heartstopper. I've known him, I don't know, I can't remember how long I've known him for. But it seems like another good, fair, clean driver. And Ron, if you're listening, I'm sure you are. You mentioned Yellow Evo V or 5. I've just become friends with that guy recently. I've raced against him a few times and watched the replays. He's so clean, he's so considerate. So I've become friends with him now. And yes, I do appreciate clean racing, but I don't get it right every time, as this race is an example with Mad Dog. Disappointed. So with this split behind me, I knew I've got time to get these chicane of death right. So there was no need for me to go 100% through that chicane. So it looks like two guys in front are just pulling away. Is that 3.9 seconds? I'd be watching it each lap, and it was just slowly growing. But see how they're still real close with each other. I think they do begin to battle. Looks like I'm really starting to catch up, and that Prime VCR, whatever his name is, CRV, looks like he's got past Jimmy 93 now. So I think it was around here there was a bit of a tapping going on, so I think Prime actually slows down and gives his position back, which is good on him. You know, he's done the right thing. But in doing so, that's just allowed me to catch up. And it was somewhere around here I thought it's how I pictured it. I thought it's starting to happen. My tyres, I'm going to say, are 50-60% worn, if that. And I'm catching them, and I thought they're battling, they're killing their tyres. And I honestly thought this could be a P1. I'm just quietly sneaking up behind them. So it looks like Prime's got past again, so he's back in P1. Jimmy, I don't know, it just looks like he's going to be victim number one. He's just really slowing down. He looked quite strong throughout the beginning of the race, and he's just slowly dropping. So just trying to keep in his slipstream and make some ground on him. Just got to be careful on these corners. You can see Prime's just pulling away, so yeah, it's like this Jimmy is slowing down, paying the price for his tyres. So yeah, we're getting near the end of the race now. My tyres are pretty worn, and so in my mind I'm thinking their tyres should be, if this traction control does its job, they should be pretty well bowled that front left of these two guys. So it looks like I've just got past Jimmy now. Just got to get this corner right. Looks like Jimmy just over revved fourth gear there, and so just lost a bit of momentum. Try not to screw it up now since I've got past him. Trying to be so patient on those corners. So yeah, you can see there, it looks like Jimmy's just starting to drop back now. And I thought, right, it's time to focus on Prime. And I just felt like this race is slowly falling into my hands. Obviously the nerves have dropped away, and I'm pretty well warmed up now into it. Now I'm under pressure with Jimmy behind me, so this chicane was a difference. Still just using a little bit of caution there. Yeah, so just keeping an eye on the split time. And even now I felt like I'm just slowly catching up to Prime. So it was 1.9, it's now 1.7. You can tell bottom right hand corner screen there's not too much going on behind Jimmy, so that was helping me relax a bit. That worst case scenario, I'd probably finish third. So we've got about 2.5 laps to go, and my tyres are doing okay. Two laps remaining. And I didn't know whether or not that front left was going to make it, and I didn't really practice how the car handles with a totally worn out tyre. Still had Jimmy to think about. He wasn't totally dropping away, and he was still hanging in there. This is Prime. Looks like he just went in a touch deep there. So final lap, and I thought, you know, I'm going to take traction control off now. This should last one lap. I did, after about the third corner, I thought that's a bit dangerous. I've commented before about if things are working, don't change, and I've just made a change now, but I was confident I wasn't going to spin out. It was really just to look after the tyres, and this is really my last push now to try and catch up. Well, I was surprised at the end result, considering the nerves at the beginning of the race. There was a split second of starting from the back, and then I realised, hang on, there's only 2 races remaining. So you can see me there, just weaving. I was pretty happy with that result. Prime did very well. Jimmy did okay. It was a bit surprising he dropped away near the end, and Mad Dog, I'm just so sorry for that hit on turn 1 or 2, whatever it is. Thanks for watching the stream, guys. Hit the like button, leave a comment if you don't mind. Looking forward to seeing your streams, and hope you enjoyed, and see you on the next one. Bye for now.